Guys, welcome in everybody. We are live. Gotta get out of this little canyon here. We should have a view of this storm just off to my west, trying to become a supercell, I think. Storm just off to my west, looks quite interesting. Heading up towards Flaxville, Montana. We got additional cells developing off to the south. Rapidly developing supercell down by Brockton, Montana as well. We may have to drop south on that one relatively quickly, pending how this one looks. That one could be moving into a perfect spot. I want to get a visual of this one over here by Scooby first. Or Scobie, it's probably pronounced Scobie. I want to get a visual of this one near Scobie before we leave and go to a different storm. We should be able to get a view of it literally right up here. Should be able to get a visual of it somewhere right up here. I still can't see it though. That's crazy. Still can't see this thing. Do is get at least I want to get a visual of it. Oh, it's trying to form a tornado, I think, right in front of the road just by Flaxville, but I need to get over there and get on it. I can't see from this far away. It's really hazy for some reason. I think I'd be able to see from here. I have no visual of that storm base. That's crazy. I cannot believe I have no visual of any storm base right now. That's insane. I'm gonna have to get a quick gas stop in Flaxville too. How can I not see it? Alright, we are not very far from it. Sorry, my freaking wipers. I forgot to change wipers again. I cannot believe that I cannot see the storm right now. We are about 10 miles away from the base. But I have no visual of the storm. Yeah, I'll probably drop south on 251 once I get a visual of this thing and determine if it's worth staying on, because I like these cells developing down by Brockton, Montana. More of a long-term play. I cannot believe we can't see this. This is incredible. The fact that we can't see the storm. Really taking on a more favorable shape right now. Heading towards Flaxville. Love to just see what it looks like. It must be very low and grungy if I can't see it. That or I just have to drive over mountains still. I have no clue. Wildfire smoke probably isn't helping, chat. Definitely some interesting velocities on the storm. arc of supercells developing now. This one doesn't do it. We'll drop south and get in position for the other ones. It's getting dark ahead now, finally. Will not be long before we can see a base. Just joining us, welcome in. We are in far northeastern Montana. Got an interesting little supercell here, and we got additional ones firing off to the south that are going to be interesting. Come on. Come on, visual. It's just grunge. Total grunge. Alright, I got a base. I got a base. We do indeed have a base. Large base. Hard to get a visual on any defined area of rotation. I need to go in this town and see if there's gas before I really attack this thing. I need to see if there's a gas station in this town. I don't see anything imminent. Definitely rotating. Definitely rotating, though. Gotta see if there's gas here. About a half tank. Definitely interesting areas over there that are rotating. It's supposed to be a Cenex. It's supposed to be a Cenex right here. There's no Cenex, is there? There's no gas in this town, is there? No, there's not. Maps lied to me. That is not ideal in the slightest. Unless I'm just missing a random gas pump. Oh no, it used to be right here. There used to be a gas station right here, but it's torn down. Okay, I guess nobody in this town needs gas, ever. Oh wait, never mind, it's literally right here. Bro, what? Okay, so there used to be another gas station too. Interesting. I don't see anything down with this thing anywhere. Just a big, broad base. I'll get gas and then we'll evaluate whether we think we want to stay on this or if it's going to be more worth our while to drop south. Also clean my windshield here. Clean my wipers. Oh yeah, listen to that. Woo, listen to that baby hum. Yeah, we might want to get south. I might have got baited over here by this. Good news is every other storm is moving our direction, so even if I did get baited over, it's not the end of the world here. Every other storm to the south is moving this way. You guys just joining us here, we are in Montana. Fortunately, this target is not playing out exactly like I was expecting it to, but it's alright, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, chat. Not exactly playing out how I anticipated. Isn't that the story of my life? But there's an interesting supercells down by Brockton that I really do want to go. I'm going to give this a little bit longer. I want to get up on this and just see if there's a rotation anywhere. But otherwise, I'm going to start flying south. But we'll get a little bit close to this, see if we can make out any visible areas of rotation on this. Weirdly low contrast up here. I'm not sure if it's raining in front of it a little bit or what, but weirdly low contrast. One storm to our south that I think has some major potential. Yeah, I just want to get close to the road. Maybe up north a little bit. Very, very low base. Got scud coming up from almost the ground. Interesting area there off to the right. I don't see too much spinning on it though. Yeah, very, very low outflow dominance at the moment. See if it's gonna block my view right here, that area of interest, sort of, but if I just go right down here, I'll be able to see still. I'm trying to see if that's spinning over there. If it is, if it is spinning, it's very slow. Clean my windshield right here, my wipers. If it is spinning, it's very, very slow spin.
Channel 1.
Looks like mush on satellite now, too. The only robust convection is clumped together to the northwest or clumped together to the south.
Where the good environment is. I like my storms clumped together. They usually provide the worst results. Yeah, I just love clustering, sloppy storms. It's just the best. The latest satellite has like 4 overshooting tops just to the west of Buffalo in like a very tight area.
Yeah, I don't
all just merged together, and
I don't see anything happening with this looking at it in its current state, so I think I'm going to start positioning south towards the severe warning stuff to my south. But even that looks kind of clustery.
That'd be something. I feel like
This thing is a mess. Triple check here, this isn't going to do anything.
Those storms south of Rapid City have a good look to them. They just
I just don't see anything there.
Long ways to go until we get to that deeper moisture.
Yeah. Gonna have to get out ahead of all this. Drop south. This is just a mess right here.
I have a feeling those storms are not going to look good here soon.
Very strange that this is so heavily outflow dominant. I'm really shocked this couldn't gain inflow. Seems like a classic recipe for a nice, low, grungy tornado right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop south. Very interesting. See it. Such a failure to destabilize here. Probably not a good sign. What's going on over here? A lot of rising scud right there, but it doesn't look like much. It doesn't. It's not even really attached to the storm. It's very strange. Very strange. I don't see any hope for this one. I don't see any hope for this one, so southbound we go. We haven't been able to get a storm to go up in over here in a favorable environment like I thought they were going to. For some reason they all just went up way too far west. Need a storm in like North Dakota right now. We'll head down 251. This one up here looks like it's turning into pure slop. So we'll head down to the new severe warning down by Brockton. See if that one can stay isolated for a little bit longer. That one's a little bit far south for my liking, but it's the only game in town. Everything initiated way too far west. And another problem. These ones further south are actually okay, though. But they're actually alright. They're in an okay position. There's just not much shear here yet. We need to go to the place that has the highest chance of discrete storms the longest. These ones are the most discreet over here, so these ones have the best chance. But for now, chat, we'll just enjoy a beautiful dive south here through Montana.
Bro, it was literally like perfectly toasted on the outside. Butter, just God.
Yeah, I can't believe that North Dakota updraft's not going up. That'd be perfect. I'll keep an eye. I gotta keep a close eye on those updrafts going towards Williston, because those would be. I would be in a perfect position. And I believe this storm over here was not surface based, or maybe it was, but it wasn't anywhere close to trying to produce a tornado. We can get something to, let me see what satellite looks like. We can get something to go in North Dakota, that's the money. I gotta be ready to that forcing gets there eventually. Go. I could easily go. So that'd be the one that's in the best environment. Just have to watch it like a hawk. Struggling though. They're all struggling. Convection at its finest here. I really thought we were going to be further east, somewhere towards Williston, but for some reason those storms just could not go up. As a result, we are on the struggle bus. South, they already have some rotation on it, so we're still got some faith here. Some sunshine off to the south. The best case is that storm over by Watford City routes. this cloud deck here. And it shouldn't be overly long before we get a visual of the storm to the south. We're not that far away at all. Welcome in, everybody. We're doing some repositioning right off the bat here. These updrafts in this general area just aren't getting overly organized, so I'm dropping south. I think these storms down by Brockton, one of these supercells has a chance to get organized here. Moving into pretty low temperature dew point spreads, as well as some pretty significant low-level shear if they can get a little bit further north. There's no rotation. These low-level clouds here, I think you would expect with many supercells that are developing. But you guys are just joining us. We're playing a little bit of a different target here in Montana. Everybody else, everyone else down in South Dakota, we're playing a little bit different target, trying to be cute today, I guess. But I really liked up here better, so we'll see what happens. What the heck is right there? What am I looking at right here? Weird area rotation off to my left. Tiny little supercell on radar. Wow. There was rapid little motion there for a second. If I can get, is there any roads? I don't have any roads. I don't see it anymore. That was a wicked little area rotation there for a minute. Trying to see if I can make it out again. Rotation that I saw. Huh. Little beam off to right over there. That's doing that then. Wow. That was impressive. I don't see it anymore, so I'll ignore it, I guess. But that was weird for a second, man. It's a tiny little beam. Almost westward moving beam. What is that over there, man? increase in precipitation. That's what it's doing. Trying to block my view a bit. Nobody else on the road, don't worry, chat. I'm trying to see what this thing's dropping a ton of precip now. There's nobody else on the road. Do not fear.
And I'm westbound on 20 now.
Man, I wish I could see that rotation again. Okay, I can see some weak rotation there now. I got a visual of it again. It's not strong, but it's there. Oh, I don't want this to distract me from the potential main course. I don't even know what the main course is. Huh. Very bizarre. Slightly messier convective mode to the south. A little bit more scud now. Last thing I want to do is leave a mini supercell that's getting ready to produce a tornado.
It's just sitting there. I'm like, okay, well, easy, you know, I guess.
I'll get just east of it and see. Just east of it.
It's decent. Just like 2-3 minutes outside of Buffalo right now, so it's right, I think immediately imminent.
A wall cloud right here too. Be able to get a visual of any rotation literally a couple, like 2 miles down this road. Hopefully some more areas of rising scud. Nice little updraft right here now. I got a road up here if I want it, if I want to follow it. I need some evidence here that's going to be worth it. Need some evidence here that's actually going to do something. I don't. It's a very broad rotation right now that from what I can tell. One of the south looks just as good, and south of that you just have a huge blob, unfortunately. And is that Williston cell ever going to go up? Maybe. Huh. Yeah, it looked interesting for a second. It really did. These mini supercells are weird. Even little just rising scud, broad-ish rotation, all up and down this little line here. Nothing concrete. Little wall cloud right there, maybe. good enough to warrant me staying, I don't think, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't see anything really. Some weak areas of rotation, nothing rapid. Well, I can't really see that area back in there. I think the main area would be a little bit further, a little bit deeper in there. Can't really see that well. But we're gonna move down to the next. We're gonna move down the line to the next one. Moving on to the next one. Moving down the line. One down here actually has a better velocity couplet, I think, from what I can tell. Gonna get a little nudge too. Not sure if it needs it, but it's gonna get it whether it wants it or not. Should have a view of this storm here in about 20 minutes maybe, if that. Actually, even less than that. We're already getting rain from it. Got a decent road network in this reservation, surprisingly. I'm gonna get south a couple more roads, then I get in position for this. Gonna get a couple small mergers, but nothing too crazy. Oh, this thing may do it, actually. It's got a nice little velocity couplet on it, I think. Yeah, this thing might do it. As long as the other storm to the south doesn't ruin things too quickly, which it might, then we can always drop south again. Against the clock to get to this storm before the other storm messes with it. I think they may already be producing based on the little velocity signature that there is on it. These would be very mini, small tornadoes. Roads here. Head towards PM. There's no roads south from BM, are there? Oh, this one has a big inflow tail, I think. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just north of like a gridded road network. It's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be right in between the two roads that I want. I'll just take this next one, head towards BM. Has a nice little couplet on it. really moving, man. Ah, I wish this slop from the south wasn't coming up. Be a prolific tornado producer, in theory. Given the potential environment here. Wonder how far I'm gonna have to get to see it. Two real road choices here. Road's coming up here. I really think this could be producing. Could be producing literally right now. My road right there. Thank you, Omega Dot. You were a little bit off. I'm just gonna blast east until I can see. Blast east until I can see south. Shouldn't have to go too far. Just gonna keep you guys on camera 4 here. After you're gonna see something and hear something. Rough road here, but it's okay. I think this thing's down. If I had to guess, there's probably a tornado on the ground to my south. There are no roads here either, of course. I'd be shocked if there wasn't probably a little tornado on this. At least close to one. It's got a clear mesocyclone, even from a distance on radar. Looks classic, man.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Let's take a look at the radar here, and welcome in if you're just joining us. We are storm chasing in Montana, the great state of Montana. We've got severe thunderstorm warnings on an arc of supercells as Connor is moving up and down the line here. Here is Connor, right there. He's going east and eventually going to slide south. You got a rotation here. You got a storm rotating to the south. Connor's talking here, so we're going to go back to him in just a second. Let's take a look at the velocity. There's a little bit of a couplet right here. That's, I believe, what Connor's talking about. But look off further to the south. We've also got a couple other couplets down here. So multiple areas of rotation on these storms. We're really starting to get going. We'll have to see if we see anything here, but tell you what, these storms look nasty.
Getting hilly on me. Should be able to see here in a minute. Oh, that might be a tornado. Just to my south. May have a weak tornado in progress. I need higher ground.
No, Connor did not
I need
fire
high
me.
ground here, then I'll be able to see it. Of course, there's a raindrop right where you guys will be able to see it. There's a raindrop.
Here, I'll wipe it off. I'll wipe it off. Wait, towel.
Should be able to see on this hill. Okay, well, if it was, it's not down anymore. If it was down, it is no longer, unless it's just super weak. I mean, that might just be the weakest tornado of all time right there. I can't tell for sure. It's got scud all the way down, temporarily. Block this whole road, who cares? Very interesting area right there. If it is a tornado, it's super, super, super weak. It was condensed all the way a second ago. It's definitely rotating. Oh yeah, it's rotating at a pretty good clip. It might come down again. This is a rapidly rotating meso. Oh yeah, of course. I get on it and the rotation on radar disappears. You just can't make it up, man. I get on it and the rotation on radar that I had literally just completely disappeared. It's almost crash out. Almost crash out worthy. Not quite. Yeah, just lost most of its rotation on radar. It's still rotating there. I can see it. It's coming at us. Building back, it's building its wall cloud back. Trying to build its meso back in the low levels, starting to rotate more. It's gonna try and do it again. It's gonna try again. I cannot believe I get on it and it loses that rotation it's had. It's had strong rotation up until it literally may have, I think I saw it on the ground for like 1 second and then I came over this hill and it was gone. It's almost unbelievable. See if I can do it again with the help of the nudge from the one to the south. That's crazy. That's strong. A strong couplet. Just trying to build back down to the low levels there. Might be. It's hard for me to tell. It's getting closer to us. I should be able to see more definitive features as it gets closer. It might have a full RFD cut now. Might have a full RFD cut.
That's the first dry line, or is it an outflow boundary? Because your winds back behind it are northwesterly.
Looks much more organized right there.
That would be the second dry line. It's on the top side of that little low, whatever you Black Hills.
One to the south is starting to organize too, worst case. But I need this one. I need this one to get close so I can actually see what's happening. It's like stalled. That's how I know it's surface based and probably produced a tornado because this thing like stalled. I cannot believe it. We probably missed the tornado by mere seconds.
Original dry line, or number 1 and number 2, and possibly as well.
We probably missed the tornado by mere seconds.
Yeah, I just animated the radar. It's definitely the first dry line to the far west one.
Okay, I want to wait till this comes to me. I want to see if it's really spinning or not anymore. Oh, it had such a tight mezzo. In between radar scans, it probably was on the ground. Yeah. Come on, Storm. Do it. Recycle. Recycle. Ah, a lot of motion. Seems like there's a lot of motion in there. Seems like there's a lot of motion. Got a funnel in the middle. May have a tornado coming down. May have a tornado coming down here. Can't tell for certain. Ah, just fell apart. I just fell apart. Dang, it just fell apart. There was a funnel in the middle there. Stupid mergers to the south are messing with it. Don't want to leave this thing too early though, but Brockton down by Brockton looks really good. Wait until it's a little bit closer so I can really get a better look. Coming right at me.
I can't tell if that's rotation happening, but there was like rapid right to left motion. We're at the one to the south. Yeah. Yeah, I can't really tell. I see the area of interest you're probably talking about.
Looks more stagnant right now.
The rain core for me. I can just barely see it through the rain core there.
Looks a little bit more stagnant at the moment.
The closer I get, it looks like it's definitely trying to become a little more surface-based, but it's a little bit of time. Fortunately, our wind shear ahead of these storms is very poor for the moment.
This thing may have lost its a lot of its rotation, unfortunately. Cannot tell for certain.
Definitely some rotation on that. Yeah, that one with Scotty, so a little bit of time.
It had big rotation when we first got on it.
You don't even have 100 0 to 3 SRH on these storms. There's always something.
A lot more snake bites.
Same.
Yeah, no, I can't even get close. It's barely moving. I can't get closer to it because there's no roads.
You stay. That's the environment bike for me. If you're just looking at it, oh, so. Yeah, why do you think I refused to leave that area? And here we are. Wasted.
I don't even know if it's spinning anymore. Dang it. I think it got rocked by the stuff to the south.
Storms are just basically a straight line, and photographs down my face actually have some nice curvature to them. With even some veer back, too, in the upper levels, so.
Played this game before. I know this is going to freaking work for me.
Yeah, no surprise, guys. Hey, just stick a pin. Just gotta have faith.
Yeah, there's no rotation in there anymore. Are you kidding me, dude? Oh, this thing probably had a tornado. Oh, that's so frustrating, man. Probably had a tornado on it, and now I guess I'll just drop south. I mean, now the whole base is just stagnant. So frustrating, dude. Have to get further south. Hopefully we get a discrete supercell or two to actually stay discrete down here. It's not looking very promising. So frustrating. But I wonder if this one eventually gets discrete again. That one to the south looks like it's going discrete. Now I got a dilemma. Because up north, you got the better shear, and your inflow is going to be coming in from an area that shouldn't really matter. Definitely have a clear right-hand turning supercell though, further to the south. It's just got updraft sticking 10 with. Just wonder if this one could do the same thing eventually. Got no signs of doing that though. Not sure how I can really stay on this one the way it looks. Whoa, bird. Good news is I do have a couple more road options if I really want to get back on this. Okay. Alright, if this thing starts to look better again, I can get on it again. Some hail in here. No radar coverage up here either. That's the other problem. Alright, I'm gonna give this thing one more look down here. One to the south is such a big blob. Yeah, this one's completely separated itself from the south storm now. take a left right here and see if I can see this thing again. Yeah, this one can do it again now that it's done with its mergers. That road looks like trash, but I don't really have a choice. Don't have a choice. See if we can see anything. Whoa. Flooded road. Sending it. Sending it. Might be the wall cloud right here. Yeah, it's not far from the road. Yep, here's our base. Motion on it at least. Not dead. Not dead. But it might be stable. Can't tell for sure. Here, see if there's any movement at all on this. Not really. Not sure if I have the best depth perception right here though. I don't know if I have the best depth perception to see where this thing would even really be. Rotating above me too, I think. Whatever it is, it's very broad rotation. But I definitely think this was producing at one point. We just couldn't see it. through the rain. Now we probably have to wait for this whole merger deal to be done. We want it to do it again. Alright, what do we got here? Love it if we could stop raining for a second. Good lord. Yeah, just a broadly organized lowering here. It's crazy. It's completely separated itself. It's a discrete storm now. Moving into what should be a pretty good environment. Moving into 4,000 Cape. Closest observation, 76 over 67. Plenty of moisture. I don't know what we're missing here. Obviously missing something at the moment. Got no wind shear right here, according to meso analysis. Got a ton of 3 Cape. Zero rotation on it, man. No idea what to think. No idea where the new mesocyclone would be, because this one looks like it just fell apart on me. Need to do a quick loop. Quick 180 loop here, see what the heck I'm looking at. So I can't freaking tell. It's just a mess in here. Might be a new base forming over there. All these rain curtains are moving one direction. Not good. Probably most primed to produce before it got messy. Area of interest may just be right almost on top of me. Thinking the area of interest is on top of me almost. Thinking that's the area of interest, chat. Got some rising motion to it. Got rising motion to it. Not a ton of spin, but it's done with all these mergers. It's the most isolated storm right now. If anything has a chance to do it, it's probably this one. Very, very interesting here. Lots of rising motion. Lots of rising motion here. Nothing. There's no rotation, man. There's rising motion, but where's the rotation? Where's the rotation, bro? It's rotating over there, but it's at like 2 miles an hour. And this thing had a tornado on it at one point. Just get your act together again. There's 2 storms coming up towards Bufford. How quickly can I get to Bufford? Where's Bufford? Okay, Bufford doesn't exist apparently. Or Buford. Dang, I'm gonna be a ways out from Buford, aren't I? Hour 14, that's not that bad. Is this thing like rotating at all, bro? Could even be more above me maybe, where it'd be spinning. It's hard to tell for sure. I think the whole mezzo is just parked almost on top of me.
Basically nothing. Obviously that could change. It's all going to depend, obviously, on what this stuff does over
The whole mezzo is just parked on top of me, I think.
Could turn out to be a fun day tomorrow. Right now, though,
It's so...
I might just go fish tomorrow. This alliance cell starting to look like a well bleed's gonna happen.
So much scud, none of it's spinning.
Having a well fleet on us. City will get their crap figured out. Down again? I haven't even been looking at radar.
Yeah, this is our mezzo. It's not spinning very hard.
So that's the other thing, Jordan. Rapid City keeps going down. It was down for 30 minutes, then it was down for 15, now it's been down for 12. It just comes back for a couple scans and then leaves the chat.
I just don't see anything crazy right now. It's broad. It's rotating broadly now. It's trying to get a little more organized, I think. Trying to get a little more organized, I think. But it still is. Just has a long way to go.
All right, well, guys, if you're just joining us here, I am in the weather lab right now. Connor is out in the field. Connor is in.
I don't think it is a funnel, but
Wait, funnel.
definitely interesting.
We're gonna get an extremely stacked shelf. It's gonna be pretty nuts.
A lot more broadly rotating scud now.
It's, developing nicely over here.
All right, we heard Connor say funnel, so a little bit of a nub there, a little nublet. Here's the storm that Connor's on. Connor is in Montana, northeast Montana, up here, home of Joe Montana. He is just to the northeast of Wolf Point in far northeastern Montana. And it's on several severe warning storms here. Got one here, got one here, got one here. So Connor is looking at all three of these. Right now, though, this is what we're looking at on the radar. If we take a look at the velocity, let's just see if there's anything funky going on, any funky business. Let's look at storm relative. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit of something there. There is some rotation, though, on the storm to the south. So if nothing happens with this storm, Connor's going to go south and take a look at the storm all the way down there, because there is some more lightning and rotation down with that one. But this is kind of doing some scuddy, funky business, so we got to keep our eyes on this. It doesn't take much up here to get a little spin up, a little tornado. To watch us very closely. Thank you for joining us today. If it's your first time on the stream, I want to hear from you in chat. Smash that like and subscribe button. Back to Connor.
Trying to reorganize itself, I guess. Doing a pretty poor job so far.
Jordan, what intervals are you running on your DJI 360? I'm sure it's all the kind of same.
Just
as
broad rotation underneath there.
I'm just curious for your time lapses. Obviously with an infinity duration.
Broadly rotating wall cloud there. Trying to get some more scud back in here too. Moving north on me. It's organizing pretty decently right there. It's almost. The problem is if I go back to that road, it's gonna just be rain right now. It's slowly spinning faster right there. It's really starting to spin right there. Huh. We'll see if it does anything with it. It is really starting to spin right there. A decent clip.
Thing's going insane.
Just gonna keep me on this thing just long enough to distract me from getting on any other storms. That's what's gonna happen here.
Exactly. Chat, while we're kind of watching this cloud right now, I want you to tell me in the chat, where are you checking in from? What city and state? Tell me your address.
True RFD.
One word, chat. Put it in the chat right now. You could also say how you're doing today. You could also say one random word. Go ahead and put it right now in the chat. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Right now.
Looking like it wants to go Structure City here soon.
See, it's trying to reorganize. On the road, just to the left, it's got a large new wall cloud developing here. Maybe that's the RFD surge it needs. Could be the RFD surge this thing needs, chat.
Never seen this much motion in my life. Oh my gosh. Corey, what's that scud? You see that scud over there? That's like, what's going on there?
Tell you what, we have people from all across the world got someone in Montana. We also have someone in Sweden.
So interesting, chat. It's so interesting.
We've got an Aussie in here.
It's
Aussie.
Okay, that's a beefy little wall cloud it's putting together.
My gosh.
Okay, like I'll give it some.
Look at my stream. It's so much.
I'll give it some respect. It's a beefy little wall cloud it's putting together here.
Red man, I pulled that up. I think you're about to make us hurt really bad.
Everyone get those cow emojis going in the chat for the beef. Nice juicy beef wall cloud right there.
Scud, there's no motion now. It's like, make up your
mind. No
mind.
motion, Scud. Yeah.
You got the Scud now.
Chappie, you're not in my base.
Motion. Get some motion, brother. So stagnant now.
Yeah, the tail end of this thing might be trying to get a little funky right now.
Dang it, man. It lost its motion. It was rotating there for a minute. You had it for a second, Storm. You had it. What happened? You were actually looking better. You seem like you wanted to be great. Now you're disappointing me once more. Just no RFD cut, no organized low-level mesocyclone. It's like the wind shear is just not here.
Tail and Charlie is going to get rowdy here in a second. Not a second, in a minute.
This thing's all alone, too. The only discrete storm left is this one.
I'm curious about that down there. I really am.
Only discrete storm left is this guy. And it will not organize. That's not even a funnel, I don't think. It's moving so slow it can't be a funnel. It looks like a funnel over there, but it's moving so slow, I don't even think it can be qualified as one. It's such a slow-moving base, I don't even think it could be qualified as a funnel cloud, to be honest. I just don't know where I have no idea where our low-level shear is. Non-existent. Fortunately, this is our storm. This is the only one we can really get to. This is our little storm here, chap. flooded road. Out through that. Get another visual of this thing. Oh, another flooded road right here. Oh, where did you go? Okay, you're over here. You're barely moving. And again, you look really, really good, but you just will not rotate. For whatever reason, you will not rotate. Do not know why you will not. Just be a good storm and just rotate a little bit. Just rotate, buddy. Even weak rotation will do. I mean, this one's almost want to say it's cooked. No rotation on it, man. Ooh, this road is a whole flooded mess. Oh yeah, this thing is officially a goner, I think. I think this is dead, man. Just no actual low-level rotation organization on it. I don't know what happened. There's no shear. Where's our low-level shear at? It was supposed to be so good. Where's the shear? Yeah, I'm just gonna drop south. That's all I can do. This one's done. Gotta switch storms here. This one's cooked. I do think it produced once when we weren't on it. Just looking at velocity, I'm still convinced that it actually did do it one time, but I'm not going to do it again. So I'm just going to drop south. There's a giant severe warning blob to my south. It's going to be our new target. Maybe a discrete storm comes out of that and works its way into the better low-level shear.
Yeah, guys, you can tell right now we're look on the right side of the screen. See that right in here. Here's the storm that Connor is on. This is the wind shear. So it's out of the big wind shear. If we take a look at the supercell composite as well, look at this. The area that storm is in, there's just not a lot of spinning, not a lot of twisting of the winds. And so what does that mean? That means our storm isn't rotating. You know, maybe when it gets into Canada, it'll do something. For now, though, all the best parameters for rotating storms are off to the south and east. That's why this thing didn't produce a tornado. And Connor is going south and east. Chris, get back here and help Connor find a torque. He's got to go south and east. That's what he's doing.
Our storm is dead.
Couple on radar just west of us. Yeah, see on 360. Right, couple just west of us is nuts.
Time to reposition, chat. Say goodbye to our storm behind us that failed us miserably. L storm. Weak storm.
Bye, Felicia.
Man, I don't know. This is a weird rain band. Pull my feeder real quick. There is a tube. I don't know if it's a rain band or if it's like a spoon. If it's rotating where it's going up the base, but it is very weird.
Flooded road. Whoa, that is a lot of water. Holy smokes, that's a lot of water. Wow.
Everyone's spam L storm in the chat. Oh, flooding!
Yeah, that's
I don't know if that's a rain band because like it's
oh, mama.
There's like a
that's
spoon starting to go away, but it's rotating where it's going up to the base.
That is probably not one to drive through, chat. That is a deep flooded road right here. Unfortunately, that our mission south may be over before it even starts. That is not exactly one that you.
Yeah, it might just been a rain shaft that is getting blown like no other. That was like a sidewinder rain band.
That water's moving too quickly, unfortunately. What a flood. Crazy flood right here. It's unfortunate because I don't really have any other roads to go for here. This is kind of my one road south. I don't have any other real options, especially if this road's flooded out. The back roads are definitely flooded out. This road's flooded out. I can't imagine what some of the other roads look like. Well, we're not going to get anywhere sitting here watching the road get more flooded, so guess we'll just find another way.
Just went tornado warned here. We are tornado warned.
Yeah, I ain't driving through that. That is fast flowing water. Flowing down this ditch right here. Well, I guess we'll go back to our storm we just left. Sorry for talking bad about you, Mr. Storm. I'm back. So feel free to turn a corner and do something. I guess we'll just go north with some blips trying to go up a little bit further off in front of me, so we'll go triple check that this storm's not going to do anything. And we'll make sure that these blips going up off to the east also aren't going to do anything. This road's flooding now. Well, note to self, the road floods pretty bad here in the Fort Peck Indian Reservation. Our storm might have a new wall cloud on it up ahead, actually, chat. Might have gotten a new little wall cloud. Whoa! That was a good one.
Anybody have a copy? Anything in there I can't see on dang right. I just got up into the notch right now. I think the area of interest is still completely right around.
Yeah, this thing doesn't look terrible again. It's got a base, so maybe we can get some favorable mergers or something.
So
storm. It just has no surface base rotation. I mean, I know it's a beautiful storm right here. Little mini supercell, just lacking the low level shear to produce. Get north, back up here towards Plentywood, and then we'll try and drop towards Williston out in front of all the supercells that are forming. Incredible little supercell here. No rotation with it.
So checking back in on Connor's storm, it is Connor's storm is actually no longer severe thunderstorm warning. So they did drop the severe thunderstorm warning, but further off to the south and east, here's the storm that Connor's trying to go to. This is a huge, massive complex of storms down there. Each one of these storms is trying to rotate. We do have a tornado warning off to the south here, to the southwest of Manning in North Dakota here. So those are the storms that Connor is going towards. He just has to find a road to get him to the south. Out here in Montana, there's not many roads. So Connor's going to be going towards these storms that do have severe thunderstorm warnings. This chase is far from over. He's now driving through the heart of this one storm. Let's watch it unfold.
Alright, so we gotta go north, and then we gotta go west, and then we gotta go east. North and then east. That is the strategy here. North back up to the highway, and then east out ahead of all these storms. Try and get out ahead of all of them as they move into North Dakota. Well guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome in everybody. We're just doing a little repositioning here. Let's see, what's the quickest way? I might be able to cut some of this time off here. Let's just say I want to go to, where is it going to be a good place? Probably somewhere north of Williston. It could get interesting. Really, if I could just cut over now, that would be the most ideal. No, I have to go all the way. I have to go all the way north. Unfortunately, this is an Indian reservation, so there's not a lot of roads. Gotta go all the way up to Highway 5. Hang with me, chat. We're going to get on some good storms here. It's got to do a little bit of hardcore repositioning. Some major repositioning here. Where when the first little mini supercell that we saw started rotating like an hour and a half ago. Did not last. Safe to say it did not last. Good news is I think we have just enough time to get out ahead of this whole big old mess of a line that's developing. Should be able to see some other cool stuff tonight. to our little town of Flaxville. And then I'll try and race out ahead of all this. See what we can do. At the very least, we should be able to get in front of a nice, beautiful shelf cloud tonight. At the minimum. Straight shot north, almost to our highway, blast east. Hopefully get there in time to see whatever could happen. chugging. Keep on chugging.
As well, Corey, I really am.
You what?
I'm definitely intrigued about the portion that you're on down there. Yeah, it does. Really trying to keep them down here.
Well, guys, haven't really had chat up much. Just wanted to go live when we were on a storm. I really thought that we were going to get a tornadic supercell up here. I really did. It looked great all day, and the environment right now just isn't even close to what was modeled. It's very bizarre. Comparatively speaking, the environment right now is not even close to what was being shown. So, nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. We'll go ahead and get out of the head of this stuff towards Williston. See if anything tries to organize out of that. And we'll go from there.
Let's take a look at the radar here, and here's what we got going on right now. The tornado warning in South Dakota dropped. So we have no tornado warnings here up in the Dakotas. The only tornado warning that we have is, surprise, surprise, down here in good old Kentucky, in Hopkinsville. And look at this. I mean, this is like a non-existent storm right here. This is crazy where even that tornado would be. But that is, alas, our only tornado warning. If we go back up to the north where Connor is at, once again, if you're just joining us here, Connor is almost at the Canadian border. We have almost approached Canada. I don't know if he's actually going to cross the border here live on stream, but I believe he's targeting these puppies off to the west here. We still do have this massive storm that's on its way, and we could even have a potential derecho 80-mile wind risk as we go throughout the day. Those storms down here are already 80 miles an hour, so we still have a long ways to go in this chase. Stick around.
I take it you guys aren't having better
go.
luck down there than I am up here.
Oh, it's straight up ledge fast down here. Gorgeous that it's making up. Or not anywhere. Glory, Connor, there was a tornado in between us.
I saw there was a brief tornado over there by Williston.
Williston?
Not Williston, Dickinson. Sorry, Dickinson.
I was going to say, dang.
There was a tornado up in Dickinson.
Yeah, there's a brief tornado somewhere near Dickinson.
There's a portion of the shelf here just west of me that has some, it's kind of trying to like match up right in here a little bit of motion.
Oh, bro, I have a flat. Oh my god, oh my goodness, that's just one thing after another. Yeah, if I have a flat, I'm just gonna end the stream. I have to dismember the back of my car to get to my spare tire anyway. So, if I have a flat, if this keeps deflating, then I'm done. Maybe this gas station has air. Maybe I can limp to my hotel in Williston tonight. I don't know how fast it's deflating, and I doubt this place has air. Actually, this place might have air. It literally has tires, so you'd think it has air. Down to 25, it's not bad. This place has a bunch of tires, maybe it has some air. Is this air right here? This is my lucky day, bro. This air? Am I tweaking? Ugh. Oh yeah. Giant leak, can hear it flying out of the tire. So I have to get that fixed, preferably before it starts pouring on me in 15 minutes. So I might have to end the stream here, because in order to fix that I have to dismember everything. So, and I cannot wait to do that, because I do not feel like getting rained on while I'm changing my tire. So, fortunately, another absolute trash chase. Just keep adding them up. Keep adding them up, one after another. Brady, I don't know if you have a stream scheduled, but if you do, I'm just going to raid that. Dude, I need you to freaking load. Internet. Okay, I need you to freaking load. Oh my gosh, this is going to test my entire being of patience. I cannot get the YouTube studio page to load down the stream.
We're buried deep into it, and then we can see it just like then it just cleared out, and then we can see the wrapping rain bands in the meso. We're like, uh-oh.
Dude, why am I logged out of YouTube on my home computer too? What is happening? Why am I logged out of... What, dude? What? Why did I get logged out of Gmail on everything? Like, are we serious? I can't even end my freaking stream.